Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. When we are in a natural state, we are happy. When we are unnatural, we are miserable. Simple rule of life. For example, if the water has to flow from the higher level to the lower level, it is natural. No horsepower is required. But if the water has to flow from the ground floor to the top of the building, then you require horsepower. And wherever there is a horsepower, there is a tiredness. We are all tired in our life because we are not natural. We are leading most unnatural life. Instead of being, we become somebody. In being, there is bliss. In becoming, there are blisters. How simple rule is. So, what is the way to be? It is only through wisdom we can be. The moment we are divorced from the wisdom, we start becoming. For example, being man is wisdom. Becoming husband, see? So two personalities. One is man and second is husband. So to remain as a man is a natural state and to become husband is unnatural. And whenever you are unnatural, you cannot be happy. For example, you are sitting in this position, you are happy. Suppose I am a yogi, thank God I am not. Suppose I am a yogi and I tell you, now if you all want to understand properly, sit in Shirshasana. How long can you sit in Shirshasana? It is unnatural. See? So what is the natural state? Natural state is where we are, what we are, and when we are. If these three things are natural, that experience is called as bliss or happiness. Now, for example, where we are in this hall. When we are now, what we are. So, at this moment, I am a speaker, Vakta. If you go to our Bihar, Bengal, there people are not worried at all. You know why? Because in Bihar, Bengal, Va is pronounced as Ba. So nobody is worried. Because everybody is buried. A buried person is never worried. So, we are here now. Now, what we are? When I go to these places, they introduce. We are very happy, not very happy. We are very happy. आज हमारे बीच में बहुत बड़े वक्ता आ गए हैं और वो बक करेंगे. So now I am a speaker. If I remain as a speaker, I am natural. And you are a listener. So at this moment, if you are here now and remain only as a listener, you will be happy. But instead of that, you are sitting here, and this is my observation number of times. Suppose I give some example of husband and wife. How the husband is stupid and how the wife is intelligent. When I say like this thing, immediately the wife looks at the husband. See? And as a result, you cease to be a listener and you have become a husband. You cease to be a listener, you have become a wife. Now, if you observe why we are not able to remain in any talk 100%, because in between our mind goes for a walk here and there. And why it goes for a walk? Because it has become somebody. Now see how it is. We'll do one experiment right now. This will help us in understanding this principle. The experiment is, you become for a few moments husband or wife and close your eyes. And see what kind of thoughts come. Stop. Now, second experiment. You become parents or children and see what kind of thoughts come. Now, third, last experiment. You remain as nobody. Experiments over. Now let us analyze. When you became husband or wife, the thoughts were pertaining to wife or husband. Maybe yours or somebody else's. When you became parents or children, the thoughts were pertaining to children or parents. And when you remain nobody, no thoughts. Who is nobody? Nobody doesn't have a past. Nobody doesn't have a future. Nobody is only in the present. And we all struggle to be nobody. And that is why we go to sleep. What is a sleep? Sleep is a state when you are nobody. That husband who doesn't dare open his eyes in front of his wife, how can he snore so loudly when she is sleeping next to him? Where from that courage comes? Because he is nobody. Somebody is a burden. Nobody is a freedom. Our whole life is we try to become somebody, pretend somebody. Don't become anybody. Be whatever you are. But when we step on the spiritual path or our day-to-day life, What is our struggle? We want to be someone extraordinary than others. Are we carrying less burden on our head? I am man, I am woman, I am young, I am old, I am beautiful, I am awful, I am rich, I am poor, I am married, I am unmarried. So many burdens on the head. Plus, I am spiritual. See? And such people, they can't enjoy life. When everybody is laughing, they will be sitting as if they have consumed handful of caterpillars. Why? I am someone. I don't laugh at silly jokes. I laugh only when somebody takes a screwdriver and puts it in my armpit. Relax, man, relax. See? When you are relaxed, then only you can laugh. Why we are not? Because our struggle is we want to prove something to somebody and we don't know what do we want to prove and to whom and who cares. See? This example I had given in my earlier talk somewhere. This happened in England many years before. I landed at Heathrow maybe at about 11 or 12 o'clock, something. Then by the time you come out, it becomes 2 o'clock. And then one British lady, she came to pick me up and I was supposed to go and deliver a talk on Gita in a church. It was organized. So she started driving. Then after some time I said, Mama, I think you have taken a wrong exit. This is not the way. Swamiji, I am here for last 35 years, I know everything. I said, that doesn't prevent you from making mistakes. No, I am all right. I said, okay, very good. After going for another 10-20 miles, she said, Swamiji, I think you are right. What should we do? I said, follow Indian Jugaad technology. Go the wrong way. One husband was tracing his wife on the phone and the news also, and she was driving. So there was announcement. One car is going the wrong way. Be careful, be careful. So the husband immediately called his wife. See the road on which you are, there is a message. There is one car going the wrong way. Be careful. She said, no, they are fools. All cars are wrong way. She is the only right way. See? So I said, go back, wrong way is okay. No, we can't do. I said, then do whatever you like. So we had to drive 40 miles, take a U-turn, and we reached that church 1 hour late. So I thought those people must have gone. Britishers are always time conscious. We Indians are beyond time. So they were waiting. I was surprised. So the moment I got out of the car, straight away went and the lecture started. Lecture for 1.5 hours. And then we had tea, coffee, little socializing. And thereafter, I went to my host's place, had dinner. And then they had kept one documentary, BBC documentary for me. They knew what I like. It was a debate. So I was enjoying that. Now this lady who came to pick me up, she said, Swamiji, go and sleep. You are tired. I said, look here, I am not your baby. Don't boss me. I'll do whatever I want. No, you must be tired. I said, no, I am not tired. She said, this is what I want to ask you. How come you are not tired? You came all the way from India. Straight away we drove here with a lot of difficulty. You finish your lecture and you are not tired. I said, no. I want to be like you. Why I get tired so early? So I said, you can never be like me. So why? No beard. Longer the beard, confirmed is the wisdom. Shorter the beard, doubtful is the wisdom. No beard, so you can never be wise. You continue to be otherwise. No, Swami, please tell me what I should do. I said, Mama, your whole life is a struggle. You are struggling to prove something to somebody. What do you want to prove and to whom? And who cares for you? Watch this. लोग क्या कहेंगे? People have better things to do than watch you. This pressure on our mind to prove something to somebody doesn't allow us to remain in the present. See? Don't try to prove anything to anybody. Somebody calls you, you are a fool, give back. Don't underestimate me. I am from Maharashtra. You know, in Maharashtra everything is Maha. If you call a Maharashtrian a fool, he doesn't like it. Don't call me a Murkha. I am from Maharashtra. Mahamurkha. Don't get carried away by what people say. You know what you are. We don't have to depend on the certification by the world. See? But what happened? We have become somebody. Now next step. Every thought erupts. Every thought erupts always from somebody. The seed of every thought is somebody. And every thought takes us away from ourselves. See? And when we get carried away by our own thoughts, we are neither in the present nor where we are and not what we are. See? Like sometime when people sit for listening and in between either they doze off because of my anesthetic talks. In a school, the student was sleeping right in the front seat and the teacher got angry and told the next student, wake him up, he's sleeping. The other student, why should I wake up? You have put him to sleep. You wake him up. So some people when they are listening, they either doze off or they take a sortie, go out somewhere. And that very time, some joke happens. So everybody is laughing, except this Ekameva Dvitiya is not laughing. Then, what happened? Yeah, the next person. The next person tells him the joke. And then, when everybody is silent, he alone laughs. Why the delayed reaction? Because when the things happened, he was not there. So how to be happy? Be where you are, what you are, and when you are. I am not telling you to do anything. This doing is a disease. Being is freedom. See the words dis-ease. That means we are not at ease. Dis-ease and at ease. When you are doing something, it is a disease. When you are being, it is at ease. But the whole trouble is, we cannot be. We become someone or the other. So, the real spiritual practice to be happy is only this. We have to remain now here in this very situation, fully, 100%. Not in parts. Our condition is, एक दिल के टुकड़े 1000 हुए, कोई यहाँ गिरा, कोई वहाँ गिरा. Suppose an example is given about the daughter-in-law, mother-in-law. Now the mother-in-law, she will not listen the further things. She will compare with her daughter-in-law. If there is an exchange offer, I will change my daughter-in-law with someone else. See? Just remember this principle. Wherever you are, whatever you are, whenever you are, be that. Now, what happens with us? Number one, we refuse to remain in the present. Because the burden of the past is so much pressing us that we cannot remain in the present. You see, all oldies, they refuse to remain in the present. Anything that is happening, they will be, I don't call it a flashback, it is a flashback. See? We have to remember one basic principle. Nobody is interested in our past. But if I have got peanuts in my pocket, can I distribute chocolates? I can distribute peanuts only. If I have got only the past, जाने कहाँ गए वो दिन, वो भी गए भाड़ में, तुम भी जाओ. But oldies don't understand this. About this, I'll tell you one experience. But you are also telling the old experiences. Yes, your question is right. Be very attentive. If you have learned from your experiences, with every experience, you will grow wise. If you have not learned from your experiences, with every experience, you will grow old and otherwise. Old age is a burden. Learning is a wisdom. Now, to make this point, I'll tell you what I have learned. All my life's practice is only learning. Hardly reading this thing, very less. Every moment is our guru, every experience is our spiritual examination, and you have to get plus A in every interaction. You are bound to grow wise. But what happens? Instead of learning, we start reacting. And when we react, we create impressions on our mind. And those impressions are gathered in such a huge number that thereafter we are slaves to our own impressions. And impressions are only two, likes and dislikes. So after some time, who is guiding our life? Our life is guided by only the personal likes and dislikes. And this is how we refuse to remain in the present. See? So about this I'll tell you how I have learned. In some place I had my talks, and one old lady, she was a retired school inspector, a spinster. Spinsters are very Me Too brand. You know Me Too? You don't know? If you don't know, then you are outdated. You should be up to date. So, she was pretty old, maybe about 75, 80. Swami, I want to come with you. I said, come, no problem. And after my lectures, 2-3 days, one young girl came to meet me where I was staying. And I was staying on a jhula. I like to sit on a swing, it's comfortable. So she was sitting next to me. This young girl came. She said, Swamiji, I want to talk to you. I said, start. Then she looked at the old lady. I said, don't worry, she is my mom. It's okay. Then she said, I have come to thank you because of your talks. I have changed my decisions and I must thank you. I said, very good. Do you know what it is? I said, I don't know and I don't want to know. As long as you are happy is good. What more to know about it? No, I want to tell you. I said, I am ready to suffer. Start. Don't gather information about anybody. There is no need. But our condition is useless. What else also we keep on storing. So she said, I came to my parents' home from my husband's house with a clear understanding that I want to get a divorce. But after listening to you for last 3 days, I have realized where I had gone wrong. So now I will not. Then very good. Don't leave him, make him more miserable. And she was relaxed and went back. So she says, Swamiji, if you don't mind, I want to ask some questions. I said, okay, go ahead. She asked one question. And this old lady replied. Then she asked second question. Again this old lady replied. She asked the third question. And when she was going to reply, the young girl said, excuse me, I have come to talk to Swamiji, not to you. Let Swamiji talk. I said, no, I only told Mama to reply, okay, don't worry. Mama, you go and get a cup of tea for me. You know my tea? No milk, no sugar, light. So she went. And then she asked me this question, this young girl, and went away. Then this old lady came with a cup of tea and all that, and sat in between the tea was kept. She was this side and this side. And then ladies means what? Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati. Triveni Sangam. Swamiji, always it happens like this. I said, like what? I ask you a cup of tea and you get me? No. See that girl? I was talking to her, telling her, trying to advise her, give her good guidance. Because I am now 80 and I have got so much of experience. I wanted to give my experience to her. But she just told me, I don't want to talk to you. Why this happens? See, friends, any old person will have a similar experience in the past which is happening to the present day children. But then what happens? Anybody talking any topic, we bring our past. Now this is one rule to remain happy. Know for certain, nobody is interested in our past. But we have nothing but the past. See? And take the small kids. We had a retreat yesterday. There was one small child. Parents non-stop fighting. Swamiji, what should we do? I said, you come for the retreat. With the child, yes, come with the child. Don't worry about it. He will be all right. Problem is you, not the child. So they came with the child. And the child was nicely playing, sometime running here and there. So I called him and he came running and he sat in my lap. And I was giving something to eat, talking to him. And in between, he emitted the gases from the lower end. And when he did that, he laughed. Swamiji, he was not feeling bad about it. But the mother, Swamiji, I am sorry. I said, have you done it? Why are you sorry? But I am someone. I have to behave what people will say. Friends, don't try to pretend to be what you are not. Remain in the present. If this is understood, now next step. Next step is, do we have a choice to live in the past to live in the present, to live in the future. We have no choice. We all have to live now and here. You cannot live then and there. There is no choice. So, give yourself a zero choice. So, what is the zero choice? Wherever you are, be 100% present. Relax. When this is not understood, these people who do meditation is the biggest bluff. And then they have courses, crash course in meditation. They are crushed. See, that is not, it's a cartoon of meditation. Remain in the present, 24/7. Relax. But they will be sitting for meditation. And thereafter, Swamiji, whenever I sit for meditation, too many dirty thoughts come. What should I do? Don't do meditation. No, but our Guru told to do meditation, then do meditation. But then the thoughts come, then don't do meditation. You decide what you want. Instead of complaining, learn. You will see every thought has a seed of somebody. So when you are sitting, first of all, don't do meditation, number one. Second thing, you are not going to gain anything through meditation. But then we are told, when you sit for meditation, you will see the light. And then you are waiting for the light to come, light to come, light to come. And husband said, I got the light. Wife said, you got the light. Not me. Okay, I will also try. And then, Swamiji, why I don't see the light? My husband sees the light. Your bulb is fused. Change it. Remember one simple principle. Any experience, good or bad, which comes and goes, is a flicker of mind. Any experience. And experiences come only in the mind. No experience happens to the body. Like you have got, let us say, knee pain. So actually the pain is not for the knee, the pain is in the mind. So what they do, they give you local anesthesia or they give you some painkiller. So what is the local anesthesia? It is a chemical meditation for the knee. There the mind is not allowed to enter. Therefore no pain. But after the meditation is over, again the pain begins. This is exactly what happens. Therefore, if all experiences are happening in the mind, now find out, where is the time? Time is in the mind. Where is the place? Place in the mind. Where is the situation? Situation is in the mind. We have taken care of everything in our life. We have never taken care of our mind. To live in the present, mind your mind. Now this question I ask you, don't answer. What we have done till date to take care of our mind. We take care of our house, nice, color pattern, then the curtains, furniture, crockery, nothing wrong. Then our clothing, it should be matching. Then food should be organic food. Is there any inorganic food? Organic food we take. Then we take care of our figure. All the time worried about figure, figure, figure. Nothing wrong. But what we have done to take care of our mind? Zero. The day we start working on our mind, it is a new birth. A seeker is born. The body which is given to us by our parents, this is bound to be destroyed. But the seeker who is born, when he starts working on his mind, he never dies, because the mind never dies. And once you start working on your mind, then you will see where we go wrong. We are told, be aware of your mind. What we do? Our focus is on the thoughts. We didn't tell you, be aware of your thoughts. We told you, be aware of your mind. When the mind halts in time, in space, in objects, the mind dissolves in consciousness. Consciousness is bliss. Mind is blisters. Mind is jumping from one to another. And when you thus start working on your mind, you will discover the secrets of mind. And this you will never get in any book. Dehabhimane galite vidyate paramatmani yatra yatra mano yati tatra tatra samadhaya. Wherever you are, you start living in meditation. Yatra yatra mano yati. Wherever the mind is, you are no more living as somebody. You are living 24/7 in meditation. Under what condition? Dehabhimane galite. When we are free from the burden of body identification. And this is our experience. What is a deep sleep? Deep sleep is an experience wherein we give up everything. In deep sleep, we are neither mother, father, brother, husband, wife. In deep sleep, we are neither man, woman. In deep sleep, we are neither in Bengaluru or Mysuru. In deep sleep, we are neither in 2018 or 1947. In deep sleep, we are neither successful nor failure. In deep sleep, we are nobody because we are not identified with the body. Any job you do for 5-6 hours, you get tired, is it not? Now, if we sleep for 8 hours, and after we wake up out of the 8-hour sleep, do we say, I am damn tired, 8 hours I was sleeping? No! What is that? Which has charged our battery. Like we keep our phone for charging overnight. Then next day we are ready to use it. In the same manner, in deep sleep, we attain a status of nobody and we lose everything. Therefore, real spiritual attainment is not getting anything, but the ability to lose everything. But then we are told, if you do this thing, this will happen. If you do this thing, this will happen. These yoga people, they are creating such confusions. If you do yoga, pranayam, you will remain healthy and you will live long. Healthy life and long life is a curse. It is not a blessing. One was a victim of Ramdev Baba. And he did a lot of yoga and a lot of pranayam. Net result, he lived for 125 years. After that, he has to die. Doesn't matter how many years you live. When he died, because he was doing yoga, pranayam, he went to the heavens. And there he saw all around beautiful apsaras. You know apsaras? In Hindi, officers are called as apsar. So, he saw beautiful apsaras everywhere. And then he was regretting, oh God, why did I delay? I should have come earlier. What will you do living long? And what will you do by living a healthy life? Have you seen any terrorist unhealthy? He's coming with a gun in the hand and hey, they're pakad yaar, come on with us. No! See, health and long life is a cheating principle. On the contrary, if we have got some problem, we start developing disgust towards the body. Yeah, enough of it. See? But all our life is spent only remain healthy, and then we become somebody. And see the pathetic joke cut by the old people. In Calcutta, one old man asked me this question. He was a very short one, putting a short short and a golf cap. And in the morning, 6 o'clock, I was sitting near a lake, very calm and quiet. He came to and he said, can you tell me what is my age? To an unknown person, you ask in the morning this question. Can you tell me what is my age? So I looked at him. 3 years. Such a question can never be asked by a grown-up person. But then, no, tell. I said, okay, I'll tell you. You are 81 years young. When I said 80 years, you are the first person who has correctly judged my age. You know, I don't feel I am old. I said, that is a tragedy for the society. Old person must look old. When the old person starts looking young, what happens? There was one motorcycle fellow and he was flirting around, enjoying life. He saw one girl going ahead. So he wanted to go and stop before her and say hi to her. So this lady came from a beauty parlor and going. So from back said, you don't know the age. So he went, stop before her. And the moment he stopped, he saw 81 not out. Will he say hi? He said, hi. So what we are doing, we are trying to remain young. Arey Baba, look old when you are old. It is effortless. But when we try to remain young when you are old, you will struggle. Don't struggle in life. There is a grace of being old. So let us be very clear. We have no choice but to remain in the present. So remain in the present. We have no choice but to remain here. So remain here. Don't go at home. Don't become anybody. But in the meditation classes, some ladies come and they know that Swami is coming to their house for breakfast. So they will be sitting for meditation. And then, what is their meditation? Swamiji takes onion or not? Whether I should have cut or not? I can do one thing. I'll cut it and keep ready. In case he eats, I can take it. Meditation. Onion cut meditation. Cut. Are Baba, remain in the present. Remain as nobody. These two principles. When you are nobody, you are in the present. And to remain nobody, it is not an act of commission, but it is omission of your total past. See? And in this manner, now this principle of living in the present can be practiced 24/7, not only in meditation. How it can be practiced? This is the principle given by Bhagavan Sri Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. You all are the students of Gita, you know. In the second chapter, Bhagavan Sri Krishna gives an instruction to Arjuna. And you all know that shloka. Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phalaheturvu ma te sangha astu akarmani. 4 principles. One youngster asked me this question. You people teach like this thing, you do your duty, don't expect the results. Therefore, our India is not progressing. I said, everybody is studying Gita in India or what? I said, look here, if your understanding is wrong, nobody can help you. Nobody tells you, you do the job and don't take the salary. People go in the NGO for doing seva and take salary. See, that is not the thing. Then what is the meaning? Now be very attentive. You have a right to do your job. Nobody can stop you. Number 1. Every job, every action is always done in the present. See, anything you do, you cannot do anything yesterday, you cannot do anything tomorrow. Whenever the action happens, it happens necessarily only in the present. 2, 3. Do we have a choice to live in any other place other than the present? No. 3. Now 4th, when we do something, for what we are doing? Like I have come here, I am talking to you. Now speech is karmendriya, it is an action. I am talking to you. Now what for I am talking to you? If I am talking to you with a desire that after my talk is over, then you will stand up and give me a standing ovation. Swamiji, you spoke so well, and after that I will become happy. So what I have done? I have postponed my happiness in the future period of time. And after my talk is over, I will wait for you to give me the ovation. But instead of ovation, you hoot me out. What will happen? While giving the talk, I have not discovered happiness. After the talk is over, yet I am miserable. Is this life? Then what is to be done? A very simple technique. Don't seek happiness in your life. Then express happiness. So whatever you are doing, don't do to get happiness. Do it happily. One South Indian girl got married to a Punjabi. South Indian, it is what? They will be preparing a batter for the month. And it goes in the fridge. First day or first week, idli. Then the same batter. Next week onward, uttapam, flattened idli. The third day, the masala dosa. Fourth day, simple dosa. Fifth day, paper dosa. Batter is the same. So they don't have to struggle. But Punjabis means what? They have to have every day fresh chapati, fresh atta, and directly from the tawa, it should come to your plate. Now this South Indian girl, whenever she starts making chapati, sometimes New Zealand, sometimes Japan, and she's frustrated. But Punjabi means chapati. They can't tolerate dosha. Then every day she'll be making the chapati. What? I don't know why these people, they can't understand anything. Net result in that house, everybody will have constipation. Because she is not doing it happily. Anything you do happily, it will give you happiness and others also. Like I go to so many houses for lunch, dinner, breakfast. That is my one of professional hazards. So I have to go. And then after my food is over, by default, I say, Annadata Sukhi Bhava. Then the husband says to his wife, may God give me such good food every day, but not today's food tomorrow. Then they say, Swamiji, when you come, she prepares such lovely dishes. But when we are here, why don't we get like that? I said, Ghar ki dal murgi barabar. Dal is expensive than murgi, isn't it? I said, look here. When she is cooking for me, she is doing it happily, cheerfully, willingly. And therefore it is so good. Therefore the principle is, whatever you have to do it happily. Or else don't do it. But we are average people. On the surface, we show, okay, I will do it. And inside, I don't want. Such people suffer from acidity. Constant reaction inside. The best example is this Hawaii Sundari, air hostesses. When you go inside, hey, okay, better. Look at them. And therefore they are all psychic cracks because they are leading a double standard life. See how simple it is. How to live in the present all the time and be happy, this is a technique. Whatever you are doing, do it happily. Now what do? We have got 3 channels. Body, speech and mind. Physical activity, whatever you do it happily. When you do happily, you are never tired. See? When you do something as a burden, then you are tired. See? So, then we act also through speech. So whenever we have to speak, why not talk sweet? You must have seen many people, they don't talk, they bark. क्यों आए? किस लिए आए? क्या काम है? क्यों खड़े हुआ? वाह 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 वाह, अरे राम राम. Are you a human being? Talk decent. See? And third, we function through the mind. If you think happily, you can never be destructive. Happiness is not a destructive force. Just this example, common example, but this is just only an example, not real. I go and tell my girlfriend, honey, darling, I am so happy today, I just want to cut you into small pieces. It can never happen. If you are happy, you are not destructive. Now put this together. So when you physically act happily, when you speak happily, and when you think happily, you are in the present. You can never be happy tomorrow. So only try this technique. Be happy only today. Postpone your miseries till tomorrow. We do the other way around. We postpone our happiness tomorrow. How? After marriage I will become happy. See? Where Rama suffered, do you think Jagjivan Ram will be successful? This is the simplest spiritual practice. Remain in the present consciously. And when you just start remaining in the present consciously, be attentive. This is in Yoga Shastra, it is called as Rutambara Prajna. In English, we call it intuitive understanding. When you are in the present, you transcend the past, present, and the future. You are reason above the mind. What is the mind? Mind is knowledge divided in past and future, is mind. When the mind is not divided in the past and the future, it is consciousness. See? What is the difference between the man and the husband? The one who is happy for no reason is man. The one who is miserable for any reason is a husband. How simple it is. There was one husband and wife, they reached home. It was dark. So, wife said, show me the torch. I'll open the door. So, wise husbands never argue with wife. So, immediately he showed the torch. And she was struggling to open the lock, but she could not. Then she said, you open now. I don't see it. Then she took the torch and he opened in one go. Comment of the wife. This is how the torch is shown. You even don't know how to show the torch. So the husband, if he is wise, he'll keep quiet. See? These are the Mahamantras. How do we remain happy while talking? If you are talking to your elders, talk respectfully, don't argue. And elderly people can be made happy. You ask them about their past, but don't listen. They want somebody to talk to, whether they listen or not doesn't matter. They are the highest spiritual practice. See? If you are talking to youngsters, forgive them. They make mistakes. Don't shout at them. You are living in the present. Don't find out their faults. And if you have to talk to wife, when she is talking, you should not talk. When she is quiet, you should not talk. Peace will prevail. And when you are in peace, you are in the present. But when you are in pieces, you are gone in the past and future. So, karmanyevadhikaraste, we start living in the utter present. Then ma phaleshu kadachana. Who cares what is going to happen tomorrow? We'll see all the people have got this funny notion. And they ask us question, Amaji, I don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. If you don't know, relax. If you know, be prepared. Another type of questions come. Swamiji, you are a Krishna devotee. I said, yes. Any objection? No. When he is going to take avatar? I said, he told me there is a lot of time. There is no hurry. No, this is the worst time in the history of humanity. I said, really? Yes. What worse there can be more than this? So I asked him, do you think earlier it was not bad? I don't think anything could be worse than today. I said, okay. Afterwards it will not be bad. There cannot be worse than today. Very good. Earlier you were there? No. Later you will be there? No. Now the world is horrible because you are there. You disappear. We are trying to improve the world, trying to change the world. Change yourself. Our condition is like NRI come to India and drive the car. Once we were driving from Bombay to Pune. Those days this express highway was not there, national highway. And in India, you know, democracy is not limited to human beings. It is extended to the animals also. So, when we were going, he was driving the car. And suddenly a file of buffaloes was entering the road. So we had to stop. He said, what is this? I said, buffaloes. Why they are here? I said, ask them. I don't know what is going to happen to this country. I said, I also don't know. How much we react. Whenever you react, you lose the chance and the charm of life. See? This is so simple. Ma phaleshu kadachana. Remain in the present. What is going to happen is going to happen. Only thing we have to do, we have to remember this. If I have a driving license, that doesn't mean that the people on the road will be disciplined. You have a driving license, you should have the capacity to negotiate through the difficulties. The animals will not say, Asha, driving license or a hard job. No. they will come with driving license challenge. This is how we become miserable. The moment you are miserable, you are not in the present. See? And then worries about the future. How the worries happen? The third principle the teacher says, Ma karma phala hetur bhu. Meaning, don't be the cause of creating the reactions. How the reactions happen? When we become somebody. See? One example I'll tell you, it happened in Bombay. It's a very simple example. There is one, like you have got this cinema multiplex in Bombay, there is one ashram multiplex. So it's a 5-6 storied ashram. Bombay grows vertically, not horizontally. And on every floor, there is some or the other program going on. Somewhere Upanishad, somewhere Gita, somewhere homeopathy, somewhere yoga, somewhere this palmistry, somewhere children's, so many things going on. My lectures were on the 5th floor. On the 3rd day when I went, the watchman told me, Swamiji, your talk is on the ground floor. I said, all right. I was going there. The trustee came. Swamiji, where are you going there? I said, to see cinema. What for I come over here? No, your lecture is on the 5th floor. I said, your watchman told me to go here. Who is he? And he is a watchman. See how we ask stupid questions. No, you can't go there. The TV people have fixed their camera, audience was sitting, and I was just to sit and start. No, we'll have it on the 5th floor. I said, all right. So I took a glass of water. No, on the 5th floor. I kept it. And then everything was dismantled and taken on the 5th floor. Took 10-15 minutes. Then, meanwhile, I went to other room. I told that person there, servant, I said, hey, get me a nice cup of tea, garam garam. So he got me a cup of tea. One person came, Swamiji, why they did like this thing? I said, you go and ask them. I don't know. No, my question is, the same thing happened to other Swami the other day. Some Swami came and he was having his lecture, so they requested, Maharaji, will you mind to just move about half a foot so that we can keep the other Swami on the stage? This Swami got so annoyed. He got up and walked away. I am not going to talk to these people. And they have physically lifted you, put over there. You are not disturbed. I said, look here, I am very clear. Those who were sitting on the ground floor, do you think they were listening? And going on the 5th floor, they will not listen? I know, both the places nobody listens. I come here for a time pass. I am not here to change the world. Because I am not created. Why should I worry about the world? Uddhared atmanatmanam natmanam avasadayet atmaiva atmano bandhu atmaiva ripuratmana. We are here for our evolution. But we think, I want to improve the society. All those who have come to save this world, they were shaved off. Go to any place. This principle I learned on Ganges bank from Delhi, about 2-3 hours drive. There is one ashram. And they said, Swami, we'll have a retreat there. And I don't know why. I said, let me go and see how it is. And that ashram belonged to one Mahatma for whom I have got tremendous respect and reverence. So I wanted to go and see. And when I went there, that ashram was so dilapidated. And not only that, there was a country liquor brewing thing, all dirty things happening. So when I saw that, they said, Swamiji, we'll clean it when we come here. He said, do you want me to come and clean or not? Then I said, okay, we'll not have it here. I went back. That day this came to my mind. Where is your Krishna's Dwarka? Where is your Rama's Ayodhya? Where is Mahendradaru Harappa? Is this going to remain? But Konyosti Sadrusho Maya, I want to improve the world. Take care of yourself. If you are happy, and because of you, even one person becomes happy for a few seconds, your life is fulfilled. Ma karma phala hetu. Don't imagine we can achieve something in this world. We are here only for one purpose, that we become the dispenser of joy and happiness without efforts. That is the goal of our life. Then you will remain always in the present. You will not worry about the future. Therefore, live in the present, live future. Forget about it. But we are all the time worried. Once in Delhi, there was some kind of a mock thing. So they asked me, Swamiji, if we make you a Prime Minister of India for one day and you are allowed to make one law for the country without any voting and all that, what law you will make? I said, I will make a law. The property inheritance should be banned. You cannot inherit any property, movable, immovable, from your parents. Then see what a change comes. The way keep on accumulating for next 10 generations. Live in the present. See, my friends. And to live in the present is natural. To live in the future, I don't know what is going to happen. Why this is happening. Now my son doesn't get married. What will happen to him? You got married, yes. What happened to you? Another worry, the old people ask. I was talking in a school. When you talk to the school children, the topic is different. Inspiration, abilities, goal, success, ambition, that topic I spoke. And I said, I was addressing the students, no elderly person should ask any question. Even then one only got up. Swamiji, I have got a question. I said, sorry, I am not going to entertain. Got very angry, went away. After my talk, everything, we went to the principal's room. I said, you please call the teacher, he was angry. He came, boiling. I said, sir, I did not answer your question. I am extremely sorry. I extend profuse apologies. But the reason is, it was a wrong question in a wrong place. You have not even heard my question. How do you know it was a wrong question? I said, I can tell you now what was your question. What was your question? Question was, what happens after death? Is it not? How do you know? I said, from your face. You are not living. Then I told him, I said, what happens after death? I'll tell you now. You are a Hindu or a Muslim? Of course I am a Hindu. I said, we'll burn you. He thought we are going to burn him alive. I said, no, okay. Then, after you die, there will be a holiday for the school, but don't die on Sunday. No. What happens to the soul after death? See, I said, nothing has happened when you are alive. What will happen after death? You tell me what happened in our presence when we were not in this world. Was anything lacking? Think. When we will leave this world, I guarantee you, nothing will be lacking. If you don't trust me, leave. And then see. But we feel we are carrying the whole world. See? When you thus start learning from your experiences, you will learn to remain effortlessly in the present. You will not struggle to prove anything to anybody. You will not try to justify. No, if I do, what people will say? अरे कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे, लोगों का काम है कहना, छोड़ो बेकार की बातें, अपनी मस्ती में रहना. We are not living the way we should live, and then we go and complain. दुनिया बनाने वाले काहे को दुनिया बने? तुमको परेशान करने के लिए. Useless. As human beings, we have got only one function. And that one function is, we become the instrument of disbursement of bliss in this world. There is no other purpose. And you can never be happy yesterday. You can never be happy tomorrow. You can be happy only today. Therefore, one father told his son, Beta, congratulations on the happiest day of your life. The son said, Dad, you have forgotten, my marriage is tomorrow. He said, that is why I am telling you. Today is the happiest day of your life. From tomorrow, वही तम्बाकू वही चूना रख देगा. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरि ओम.